Students, it's a pleasure. It's an honor to be here, and I want to thank you for having me. My name is Ansito. I am from the state of Chu. I came from a very small village. If you go to my village, still the way it used to be. It's about almost 2 hours from the center. We have no road. We have no electricity. It is still very traditional. And I'm saying this because I'm very grateful. Very grateful to be here at the University of Guam, and to be a faculty, and grateful to the administration, grateful to those that have been with me on this journey, and really to you students. I have learned this from Dr. McNeeds, that he always said, our students make us look good. Our students make us feel proud. And certainly that's a very, very credible statement I learned from him. And really, you students, without you, I would not be teaching here. Without the administration, without the support from the dean, from my colleagues, I would never be here. So really, what I mean to say is, I came from an island that they value respect, and I think that's one thing that I want to share with you today. And it's very profound. I know president of the university is now talking about island wisdom, but respect is a very core value of how we grow up in the island. And why I believe it's very important for students to remember and to learn, because this is the way I look at it. And how it really helped me throughout my journey. Everywhere I go, I've been very lucky. I came from a very poor family. I thought that I would never make it to college because they have no money to send me to college. But because of very good friends, support services, here I am. I am a faculty here at the university. But I think, I would really say the key people that have been very helpful to me is because of respect. Respect in my culture, you do not talk much. You listen. Respect in my culture, you uh, you get along with those people around you. Respect in my culture, you care about those people around you. Respect in my culture, you always listen to them and make sure that you help them in any way you can. And really, I think that's really what I've been very lucky for. Anywhere that I go, people always help me. And I think it's the bottom line is because I always make sure that I show them my profound respect. I always make sure that when they need help, I should be there to help them. I always make sure that I would not come in a meeting with them to argue, but to listen to them. And that's what I've been doing all these years. And when I came in at the university in 2005, the University of Guam was new to me. Teaching at this level was very new, but I was grateful that I had my dean at that time, Dr. Enriquez. He's now our senior vice president and provost. She was very helpful to me. I had Dr. McNeeds, Dr. Lee. Those were my very good colleagues at that time. They would always look at me and say, Ansito, what can we do to help you? And I'm so grateful. They were sharing with me, this is the way we teach those courses. These are our course syllabus. And this is the way you can teach that course. You don't have to really speak all the time, but you can give students assignments. You can group them into groups of detailed discussion. So it's really my teammates, my team members, that they have been very supportive. And as I said, those that they were around me everywhere I go, very, very grateful. And then I found the students are so important because I end up learning so much from my students. Some of the research that I am doing now, that I'm working on now, these are research done by my students. I didn't know how to do PowerPoint. My students teach me how to do PowerPoint. And my gosh, what can I say? And again, that's why when Dr. McNeeds was saying that, Ansito would always be grateful, would always be proud, would always really say thank you to our students because they make us look good, look so proud in the communities. So really, students, I can say, you are the University of One. And this university exists because of you. But let's go back to my main point. I would say that anywhere you go, if you have that finest quality of respect, and I've seen it when you study the most successful organization in this world, what do they have at the very highest level of leadership? They have integrity and humility. You can never go wrong. And I've seen that in my own culture, how they teach you when you are young. Always respect anybody, anywhere you go. I learned that in my culture, that I would never talk back to my mother. And I know my mother intentionally did many things many times. I know she knows she's wrong, but she tests me whether or not Ansito would ever question her. But I can look and say, Ma, I know you're wrong, but who am I to say to my mother that she's wrong? So really, ladies and gentlemen, remember that is a very powerful core values of our culture. Never, never, never argue with your mother. Never, never, never argue with your father. Always, always, always respect your sisters. Make sure that you protect them. And anywhere they go, you will always do that in terms of security, of their safety. And then get along with your brothers and cousins anywhere in those communities. The elders, no matter what, always pay respect to them. So I think this really that's what I want to share with you. Anywhere you go, whether New Jersey, Chicago, from here, from the Philippines, from Chile, I would say that's a very universal quality of human beings. And I say this because now I found the more we study the world best in leadership. I studied Jim Collins, good to great. And I learned from him that at the very top, it's about humility and integrity. And that's what I learned from the very beginning in my own culture. It's about integrity and humility. And I've seen that in India when I go. That's what they have. And the finest, the most successful organization in the world, they're successful because their humility and their integrity. And now, when again, the president of the university is speaking about iron wisdom, that's a very core value of iron wisdom. And I want to thank really the president. Now that that's it's exciting for me because it takes somebody from outside to come and tell us you must study your own people, your own culture, because it has so much to contribute to the world. And really, I want to thank Dr. Christ for that important initiative that is doing for the university and for the region. So again, Christina, to each and every one of you, and Dr. McNeeds, Dr. Rivera for the program, Dr. Sanders. What an honor to be here. And I want to thank you for having me to speak to you, and I hope it makes sense for a better future.